Right, next up is the fuel filter. This is located under the van itself. Not difficult. You have to jack the van up, mind. Place it on an axle stand. But fuel filter itself. There's a part number. You can see that. Got it. Right. Original Ford item. It's not expensive. And that's what it looks like. It's got a bleed screw there, bleed nipple. That just basically drains the diesel out of it before you move it, because otherwise if you take this out without doing that, you end up with a hand arm covered in diesel. Goes in the van that way, usually. The red cap obviously has to come off beforehand. Well, yeah, it just goes up. Run a bit of diesel or light oil around the O-ring, around this part. Will make the installation a lot easier. It will stop the ring from snagging and possibly tearing and breaking. That's it, pretty simple really. So we'll get the van prepped up in the air. We're going to go from there. Right, van's all prepped, it's all up in the air on axle stands. Just a quick one. Best undo this with a socket. It's a 32mm socket. Goes with it, just nice. There's no slop or play in it. It's 1/2 inch drive as well. That will give you a better purchase on it. We're removing it and putting a new one on. So let's get going. Right, we're under the van now. There's the fuel filter we've got to change. Over there. That's the drain plug, which you drain off after you've removed that top hose there. Remove that one. You don't have to remove the furthest one, that one. Just that one. And once you remove that, put a bucket or something underneath. Now you can attach a little hose to that, a little bit of pipe work or something like that, just to make it easier to drain it into something like a plastic bottle or whatever. But if you've got a big catch can, like a bowl or something like that, you don't really need to. It's not going to come out at any great speed anyway. So right, that's it. Right, once you've removed that clip, just push that up, push that in. Make sure it's pushed up. Push it up both sides. Vein. Screwdriver. There's a screwdriver. Nope, fuck the screwdriver. 2 seconds. Alright, that's it. Let's remove fuel line. So let me drain off in the tub. Like so. And once that's drained, so, get your tub. You loosen that off, get your tub, loosen that off, so you get heady residual fuel leak out, as you should do. There we go, there's your fuel leak out. Well, there we go, that's better. So get all that drain out. Shouldn't take a lot, there's not normally a lot in there. Right, near the end of it now. It's just the last couple of dribs. It says, yeah. Right, once it's all drained, effectively we'll socket. Just turn. There you go. Be stiff to start with. Let's go a bit gentle with it. Right, there will be residue fuel, but we'll leak out of this. That's, you've not managed to get out completely. Just take your time. Make sure you got your catch can or tank or bowl or whatever close at hand. We will get something out of that one. Let the rest drain off. There shouldn't be much left in there. Yep. Right, so that's most of it drained off. Just remove the rest of it. And still, there you go. Just let it drop down. That's it. As you can see, that's yeah, well, not very clean at all. Right, let's get cleaned up and put a new one in. See you in a minute. Right, so here's a new one. You see that clearly. There you go. There's a new one. As you see, it's a hell of a lot cleaner than the old one. I've rubbed a bit of diesel around that ring. Helps it going a bit easier, stops it from snagging. Right, must remove this end tab. This, otherwise it ain't going to go in. So just pop that off, like so. Now there's a locating lug. Zoom out a bit. There's a locating lug there. That will butt up against a similar locating lug just up on that corner there, right where my finger is. So turn it until you get to that. Right, so here we go. Right, there's a slide in. So it finds home. Finds thread. Just turn it. There you go. Right, so that's that. Right, we need to get your socket again and just tighten it. That's it. It's up against that lug. As you can see, it's up against that. You don't have to touch that. Right, you then have to, you can see that very well. Right, so hose, put the hose back on. Hose back on. Yep, push it on. 6 clips. Yep. And a little white clip will go just back on. Right, as you can see, that white clip, retaining clip, is back on there. Make sure that is. They do tend to break, so be careful when taking this off, because I don't think Ford supplied just that little clip on its own. So be very careful taking that off. When you have pushed that up, there's a tab either side, one that side, one just on the other side. You can take that out completely, which I found better because it meant I could keep it safe, it's not likely to get broken, plus it allows you to push that tab right up, which allows you to then remove the fuel line. Once done, obviously there will be some residual fuel sitting around the fuel filter, so just get a rag and clean that up. There you go, just get a rag, give it a bit of a clean up. Right, there you go. That's a bit better. And there, and there, and that. Make sure it's nice and tight. Yep, that should bleed. You don't need to touch that until you change the filter again. So yeah. Right, next thing to do, you've got to prime it. Don't try and start the van straight away because it won't. You have to prime, get the fuel pump to fill the fuel filter up first. So let's do that. Right, key ignition. You haven't got to start the engine, just turn it. This light's gone, hold it for 30 seconds. You can hear the pump whine away. Right, then turn off. Do it a couple of more times just to be safe. I won't film that now. Right, so once you've primed it a few times, key back in. Also, these you have to depress the clutch, like that, and there you go. That's it. Right, now you can do, but obviously check the leaks. No leaks. And that's it. That's a fuel filter service and a full Transit Custom.